My name is Bobo, son of Coco, and heir to the lineage of Dodo, Bogo, and Chim Chim.
And now, it's time for another episode of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show. A show made by 12s from around the world, for 12s from around the world. I'm Mosette, and here's your host, and my dad, the self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity.
Yes, this is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity, and welcome to the return of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, episode 1104, the preseason review edition of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show, as the Seahawks look back at the preseason and get ready for the real season. So please, do us all a favor, put your tray tables up, put your seats back up in the full upright position, fasten your seatbelt safely across your lap, keep all your arms and hands inside the podcast at all times. And what can I tell you? We've all caught Bobo Mania. Have you caught Bobo Mania? Because we've caught Bobo Mania. So be careful if you do, because you need to see a doctor. But
yeah, penicillin, I hear, is good for that.
That's what I've heard too.
Lasts longer than 4 hours.
If Bobo Mania lasts longer than 4 hours, call a doctor, yes. So speaking of Bobo Mania, we have a great posse here with us as usual. There is Dustin. Hi, Dustin. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. A little change of view there for you.
Yeah, this is the new place.
Nice.
Probably do a tour and put it on the page. It won't take long. I'm living in a studio apartment essentially right now. Above my so my in-laws have a separated garage, and when they built this, they put an apartment above it. So I'm kind of like Kirk Cameron on Growing Pains, living in the apartment.
Bachelor pad.
Nice.
Yeah, except my wife's here too, so don't tell her it's a bachelor pad.
Bachelor pad plus one.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, tell her we said hi, and we're glad you're all doing well.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah,
right.
She's over to her friend Kara's house right now. She has
awesome.
Her high school buddies around now, so
nice, very nice. Yeah. Kona's roaming around. I saw Kona a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Conehead, you want to come say hi? Come here.
Come on, Kona.
Kona, come.
He comes from France.
Come on, Kona. You're oh, looky there. There's a big sweetie. Our 12-Man Fan Jam Show mascot, Kona. There's a big sweetie.
There you go.
Oh, there she is. Hi, baby.
Yep. New Seahawks collar.
Girl. Oh, your Seahawk collar. How nice.
Yeah, she just got this yesterday. Nice. Hey, buddy. Okay. No kisses.
Oh.
Why don't you go lay down?
How nice. Okay, you just called me over. Now you're going to make me lay down. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
I was comfortable, Dad.
Yep. All right. You can stay as long as you want.
Coney, you can stay as long as you want. Over there at the top is Little Mo, my son, Little Mo. And Little Mo, you've got a little visitor as well.
Yeah.
That's Dude.
Dude.
Big sweetie. Tell him what Dude had done today. Pretty cool.
Oh, so he had lots of hair, so we got people to come and cut it and blow dry his hair, and they came in a van, and they did it in the back of the van.
They did in the back of the van. They
cool.
bathed him and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Cut his hair, cut his nails.
Everything. Yeah.
He looks like a new dog. He really does.
Yeah.
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 We don't know where Abby is. Abby's floating around somewhere.
She's rolling on the ground currently.
Okay, so Abby's there too. So
she also has a Seahawk collar.
She also has her Seahawk collar on. She's ready for the season as well. Yes, she is.
He has his bow tie on.
He's got his bow tie. We'll give him a Seahawk collar too.
I got a funny story about that Seahawks collar. Actually, we had to convince her to wear it.
She didn't like it, huh?
She's only had one collar ever, and it was this leather training collar she's always had.
Yeah.
And so I took that off and I put the Seahawks one on, and then she picked up the leather collar and was like, "What the hell, man?"
Hey, Dad, come on.
Yeah. So Lindsay took that collar off, and she was showing Connor, "Okay, go ahead and pick which one you want to use." And she would grab the Seahawks one and she would take it and throw it on the floor and then go back and nose her other one.
That's a sign for the season, perhaps.
Maybe. She did it like 5 times. Like, I don't want this. I want the other one.
Well, somebody who lives with a pet that I know has absolutely no opinion whatsoever. And that's Will Harrison, the guy in the shades tonight. Hi, Will. How are you?
Hi, Moses. My name is Will, and I'm a Bobo Bro.
Bobo Bro. Love it.
Nice.
Bro. How is April doing, by the way?
She's fine. She's off sleeping somewhere.
Plotting her world domination as all cats do.
Well, yeah, trying to take over the world.
Yeah.
I'm Pinky to her brain.
Always. What you do tonight, April? Same thing we do every night. Will try to take over the world.
Basically, a little at a disadvantage though. I went to the eye doctor today. That's why I'm wearing the shades. My pupils are still fairly dilated.
That was because your future was so bright.
No, that too. He has a bright future. He looks very cool too.
Yeah. That's a song reference in case you didn't get it, by the way.
$10 by the way. I knew the name. $10. I bet you didn't know that.
Wasn't that song actually satiric? They were talking about nuclear war.
They were, and it was. Yep.
Okay.
I think you're exactly right. That was back in the
Leanne
80s
Rimes remade it.
When our music meant something. But Mark's not here for that. And neither is Maddie from Merry Old England. They have both decided that they're not quite ready for the season to start yet. So they will be back on the show during the season. We just don't have them for this show. What we do have on this show is a format. And let's show you how the show is going to be run. Yes, this is the 12-Man Fan Jam show format for this episode 1104. And in this episode, our first quarter, we're going to do news. Will's going to catch us up on the news that we missed during the offseason since it's been a while since we've all been together. Quarter two, we're going to recap that preseason of the Seahawks, talk about what we thought was surprised in a good way, maybe surprised in a bad way, what we learned from the preseason. Halftime, of course, is the best Seahawk-themed trivia game on the internet. I refer to, of course, 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia.
Of the world.
The world, yes. Who won last time? I don't even remember.
Me.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Sure, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I have no clue.
On quarter three, we're going to look at our adopted Seahawks that we adopted last show right before the start of the preseason and see how they're looking going into the season. In the fourth quarter, we're going to make our infamous, mind-blowing season predictions for the Seahawks for 2023. It is always a fun time doing that. So we want to remind you before we go through all of that we are all over what the kids like to call the social media. I guess if that's what they call it.
On the interwebs?
On the interwebs. Yeah. There's something I have to change here later, which I will, but I won't now. Facebook page, 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Join us on a lot of there. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up.
What's that app?
That's X, but it used to be Twitter, 12-Man Fan Jam Show. You're watching us on the Seahawk Positivity YouTube channel. And, of course, you can email us at 12manfanjamshow@gmail.com. And we like to remind you that this show is a proud presentation of the Seahawk Positivity production. So, without further ado, let us go into the first quarter and news. Yes, news from around the NFL with our news hound, Will. Will, what you got for us?
Well, Moses, have you been watching Hard Knocks this year?
I haven't been watching. It's the Jets, isn't it?
It's the Jets.
I saw a little bit of it the other night, but not much.
And while nothing will ever live up to the Jets' appearance on Hard Knocks back in 2010 with
Rex Ryan
and Darrelle Revis's holdout and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
this one has had its moments. Most
from Marty
in the game between the Jets and the Giants. Aaron Rodgers and Giants defensive lineman Jihad Ward got into a bit of a shoving match.
Oh,
Ward actually gave him a shove after a play. Rodgers told him to show some respect. Then he beat the Giants for a touchdown and ran over to Ward and said, "Don't poke the bear." Turns out there was something behind this that is potentially something behind this. It's more than just the usual preseason pushing and shoving. Before that play happened, Randall Cobb, Jets receiver, was penalized for a blindside block on one of the Giants players, Bobby McCain. It knocked him out of the game. It was a concussion. So Ward was not happy about that. And he said that he gave Rodgers a shove because of that, because they appeared to be laughing about it in the huddle.
Oh, God.
They kind of were.
Yeah, but Rodgers responded on Thursday to the New York Post saying, so he thought we were laughing at his teammate. That never happened, and I think he's making shit up. I don't care.
So what I saw was they were laughing about how that blindside block. He's like, man, that dude just threw away all his money for the preseason with that play. They're joking about him getting fined. So
And didn't they say something
Roger,
like?
Rodgers said after the game that they were laughing because, quote, that wasn't a penalty when we started playing. So not this, but it has for a while. So not the smartest play.
I think he said something to Randall Cobb like it ain't 2010 anymore or something like that.
Yeah, he was giving him crap about losing his money and getting a fine for it. Yeah.
Well,
they've been in the league for a while.
I think if Matt was here, he would certainly say that Aaron would definitely be poking bears. So
yes, yeah.
The idea of poking bears and Aaron is something that he would love to get poked, I'm sure.
The dude missed a great opportunity, though. He missed an opportunity because freaking Rodgers went all Thanos on him. Like, I don't even know who you are. And the dude could have been like, well, that's a CTE. Completely missed the opportunity.
That would have been golden. So Aaron's making friends with the Jets. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for that to just implode. That's gonna be amazing. All these people picking them to go 13-4, and they're gonna go like 4-13. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm sorry. It's the Jets.
It's the Jets.
Jets.
Just end the season.
Sucks.
And by the way,
yeah.
Okay, while we're on the topic, they got rid of Redskins because it was offensive, but New York has the Jets, and that's not offensive.
True.
Oh, I never really thought about that.
I don't think that either.
I think that's offensive, but we won't go there. Will, what else you got for us?
Oh God.
Well, Moses, if you're paying attention to the Arizona Cardinals this preseason, it's pretty obvious that they're in full-on tank mode. Likely to get, likely trying to get the number 1 pick so they can draft USC quarterback Cable Johnson.
Yeah.
But they may have other problems lurking on the horizon. There's a story that's kind of brewing. Back in 2018, their general manager, Steve Keim, was suspended for DUI. And during that time, they weren't supposed to communicate with him, but they got burner phones and used those to communicate with the GM before suspension was up. Now, Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell has always maintained that he did not approve of this. As soon as he heard about it, he shut the whole practice down. Whatever.
Right.
However, former head coach Steve Wilkes, who was coach at that time, has now confirmed in sworn testimony that he was told to communicate with the GM that Bidwell did not shut all the use of the burner phones down, and that they kept using them up until the time when Keim was reinstated.
Wow.
That cracks me up too. It cracks me up so much.
Because burner phones, that's so funny.
Yeah,
and so the saved numbers that they put in there, there's more of that story. The saved numbers they put in there, they put like their initials. So Steve Keim would have been like, what, SK or whatever. Who's going to break that code?
No!
This is shaping up to be the most badly bungled crime since Watergate.
Yeah, they're talking about sports radio over here. They're talking about how they really missed their opportunity. They could have used code names. That would have been way more fun.
Yeah. Matt, by the way, Matt from Air England is joining us. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you? You just missed a glorious story on Aaron Rodgers.
I've heard a little bit of what Will was talking about. I've literally just woke up because I did the terrible thing, which is I went to bed beforehand, which is never a good idea.
Yeah.
And so I woke up late and was like, oh, okay, so I'm late for the show as well.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
It's all right. It is 3 a.m. where you are, so we'll give you a.
It is 2:30. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can tell,
the idea that Aaron, something about poking the bear, Will, with Aaron Rodgers. I don't want Matt to miss this.
I was just talking about Aaron Rodgers spat with Jihad Ward of the New York Giants after Ward gave him a shove after a play in their recent game. And Rodgers basically told Ward after scoring a touchdown on that drive, quote, "Don't poke the bear," unquote.
Matt?
Well, he would know. I mean, he would know. He's just passing on the essential skills that you need. In our way
You
of
don't
life.
poke the bear pokes you.
He likes
That is-
poking.
If
The
you're
game
lucky,
pokes.
Dustin. If you're lucky.
Is that a coin flip? I guess that's a coin flip. I don't know.
I don't want to be here anymore.
It's a great choice.
Well, that's good, Little Mo, because it is actually time probably to bring the news to an end. Will, thank you so much for your news.
Anytime, Moses.
And we'll end the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, bitches.
First quarter. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about how the Seahawks did in the preseason. We're going to talk how our adopted Seahawks did in the preseason. We're going to play trivia. We're going to have mind-blowing season predictions for this season. But first, let's talk about that preseason that just happened, and we'll do that right after this.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the second quarter.
All right, welcome back to episode 1104, the preseason review of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show for the 2023 season. Matt's here, Will's here, Dustin's here, Little Mo's here. We got some fun stuff coming up. Our regular shows are going to be pretty much the same as they've been before. There's just a couple little tweaks, and we'll talk about that in the second half, because the second half is our regular season is when we do a lot of the upcoming opponents and things. And I've got a couple little surprises that not even the posse know about. So I'll be sharing that in the third and fourth quarters. But right now we're in the second quarter, and the Seahawks just wrapped up their 3-game preseason. And we want to talk about something that stood out to us either as a surprise in a good way or a surprise in a bad way. Dustin, what's something that you saw that you noticed in the 3 games?
I think same as everybody as far as surprises in a good way goes was Bobo. I mean, yeah, dude came out, made the team, made some good plays. He's not a fast guy.
He's tall, though.
By any means. Yeah, he's not a fast guy by any means, but he's tall. Apparently has good hands.
Neither was Steve Largent, so you know.
True.
Next Steve Largent.
The guy just seems to know how to get open on not starters. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
No, not starters.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when he gets out there in an actual game. But I mean, he looked really good.
There's always one guy that comes out of preseason. Justin Forsett was that guy. What was that line? Who was that defensive lineman during the Moore era? Mora's. Apparently the Reds won. Little Mo's jumping up and down. Was it a Reed? Will number 98?
Oh yeah.
Reed.
Something Reed, and he was like a sensation. He wound up playing a lot. There's always one guy, and in this case, it's Bobo without question. So we certainly hope he does well. Will, what about you? A surprise or a disappointment you want to share about preseason?
Well, first off, I think my favorite guy who's come out of nowhere in preseason, my favorite of all time is probably Leonard Weaver, because that was another guy. He was fun.
Great call. Yeah,
church bus.
I had a couple surprises. I was surprised that D. Eskridge stayed as healthy as long as he did.
He'll be gone for 6 games.
To be serious though, I liked Holton Ahlers. I mean, obviously somebody who's going to need to spend a couple years on the practice squad, but he's got some real playmaker to him. I mean,
he was fun to watch.
He can sling the ball. I like having a southpaw on the team. That's kind of fun. So
yeah.
Might be somebody to watch in the next couple of years.
If they could develop him, I was telling Jacob, if they could develop him enough where he was could be used. I brought him in. I would put him at second string and put Locke at third, not to disgruntle Locke, but the fact that you could then use him in packages. Because when you use your third string quarterback, you have to keep him. You're done. You can't go back.
That's what the Ravens did when Lamar Jackson was a rookie. When him and Joe Flacco, they'd bring Lamar Jackson in, in the goal line and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Keep him
so
on.
putting Trent Locke at third just means he won't play unless, someone gets hurt, which would happen anyway at second. But technically, put him at third and then bring in Ehlers in at second so he can play, a couple packages eventually. I hope it comes to that. I agree with you. It's a lot of fun, and we could use him on some fun packages. Why not bring him in a goal line? Bring both the quarterbacks in on third and one. What are they going to do? Maybe we can get that kind of potential out of the kid. I hope so, because he was fun to watch. And
What would you
left-handed.
call that? Instead of a wildcat, what's a 2 quarterback formation? I don't even know. The Saints would probably have named it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Drew Brees and Taysom Hill thing.
yeah.
When Drew Brees was still there.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be the next Taysom Hill, but it would be nice to see him blossom into something.
That first year though, Taysom Hill was always that quarterback.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah,
that'd be good to see. I was surprised pleasantly about that too. Matt, any big surprises or disappointments?
No, I'm just trying to think what you would call 2 quarterbacks play. Something like what's 2 quarters worth? It's a dime, isn't it? No, what's that?
50 cent.
50 cent. So
50
oh, there you go. Yeah,
it'd be a 50 package.
A 50 package.
Go shorty. It's your birthday. Yeah,
I knew that was
already
something.
like it's your birthday.
Trademarked. We've now trademarked it. They can't call it
50 cent package.
Yeah,
that's the one. I didn't watch all of the I have to say, preseason happens at very funny times in the morning over here, and to be frankly honest, it's not real football. So I don't try to exhaust
Are you going
myself
full
watching.
England on us?
I went full England on you right now. But there were some bits I saw. The bits that actually I quite enjoyed, and I think for me, I thought Trey Brown's interception of the Cowboys was just a thing of beauty. And
He looked good.
Every single week, I want to see that, please. That level of commitment and that level of effort, I want to see it. I thought Locke didn't look too bad.
Yeah, I agree.
He didn't look too bad. I thought his arm strength just blew me away. Watching them balls zip, 30-yard or so, and accuracy sometimes could maybe be better, but the actual arm strength, there's no question about it. And feeding ball, straight between 2 players, really threading the needle. I was really
Matt, about him, it really surprised me this year compared to last year. And there's not a quarterback controversy, of course.
No.
But Locke looked comfortable.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he knew what he was doing out there. He knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And he looked really comfortable. And that was good to see because I think he's comfortable here.
Well, he's always had the arm talent, but the thing that he never had was consistency with the coaching staff and offense. So he said that was a big part of why he came back, is that
That's awesome.
it's his second year in the same offense, and he hasn't really had that opportunity to have continuity in an offensive scheme. So
I thought he looked good, Matt. That's a great one.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you know who you've got sitting on your bench in case the worst should happen, I don't feel quite as shit about it.
All right, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, it was a good one. I enjoyed watching him play this preseason, and I did build up a lot more confidence in him now than I had going into last year.
Well, I mean, I think his completion rate was up there. I think I saw some stats the other day, something like 70 or 75% completion rate or something up there.
Oh, really?
You can't. I don't think you can argue with that. Yeah, I mean, he looked after the football, and I think he had a passer rating over 100. I think it was about 105 or so. So again, you can't argue for that. And I think actually, for him, for his confidence, for him as a player, who people have often had that question mark next to his name, Broncos days included. At the end of the day, to have those preseason games, to be able to do an exhibition of yourself and your style to the whole of the NFL league, I think that's a good opportunity for him. And I think, well done team for giving him the opportunity to do that.
I agree. 69% completion for the preseason for him.
Nice.
Yeah, LeBeau and Will enjoy that. But that was a great one. Dustin, what about you? Surprise, disappointments?
We're on Jake. Jacob's up next. I went first.
Jacob to go next.
Yeah,
I went first.
I'm here.
So memorable was Dustin's comments.
He went with Bobo, remember?
Bobo.
Oh, yeah, you went with Bobo, and then Ayers, and then
Like he wasn't even here.
Yeah. Hey, hello, son. I love you.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm more
Your
engaged.
father would like to ask you a question.
I'm more engaged in the baseball game that we just walked off, anyways. So
Yeah, Reds walked off. All right. Anyway,
Who are they playing?
the Cubs, which we hate, so that's good.
I was hoping it was the Astros or something.
No, we play you guys next, by the way, which the Mariners. So get ready to win 3 in a row. Anyway, Little Mo.
I'm always ready.
Football. Back to football. Little Mo, surprise or disappointment besides your father?
But
Good one. I like that.
No comment on that one.
We have another a separate podcast called Therapy. No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the best player on defense was no question was Boye Mafe. I mean,
yeah, he had a great
how
preseason.
good he was all the games too, not just one game. Was really good to see that big jump from year 1 to year 2 because last year, he didn't have that many chances either.
Right.
And so that's
Boye Mafe had a great. That kind of segues into mine, so I'll kind of join yours with Derek Hall. I enjoyed watching Derek Hall play. He was all over the place. He was enthusiastic. He didn't quit. I think Derek Hall is a really good go-getter. Remind me a lot of Bruce Irvin because he's kind of a tweener, and he was drafted to go after quarterbacks. And a lot of people are kind of like, why would you pick this guy? But I think he's going to have, like Bruce had his first year, I think he had 7.5, 8 sacks. I see him. Right. I see him maybe doing that. He's all hustle, all hard work. He made a lot of great choices. Both ends, when Mafe was out there and Hall was out there, I thought looked decent. So
he definitely had a high motor.
He did. There's Abby. There's a sweetie.
Unfortunately, it didn't really result in a whole lot of well, we'll get this third quarter because that's a guy I adopted, but I'll leave that alone.
Okay.
But we all talked about good things. There were surprises. I think we have some disappointments, so we should probably.
We do, and I think if you want to bring one up, just the topic, Justin.
The injuries to a couple of the rookies there, where they weren't able to play in the preseason, especially
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon didn't see him once, and then we had
McIntosh
didn't see him once, and Jigba broke a bone in his wrist, I guess.
Yeah.
Although he's already practicing again, though, so that
that's good.
Yeah,
and he played well when he played too.
Yeah,
he did.
So that.
Yeah, injuries are just.
That was a disappointment. I felt the run defense looked a little suspect at times.
A lot of missed tackles again.
I was going to say tackles.
Yes.
I was screaming.
Up the middle.
Screaming.
Up the middle, yeah.
Yeah, the tackling definitely left something to be desired in a lot of cases. But another positive, I guess, if we want to shift to there, Kobe Bryant at safety, I liked it.
I do too.
All over the place.
Agreed.
He was all over the place.
I agree. He looked very good there. Will, we missing anything?
I would have brought up the injuries as well. It's just it's a shame. We got really lucky last year. I mean, people talk about how good our rookie class was last year. Well, they stayed healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, our tackles played every game. K9 only missed a couple games.
Yeah.
So I think this year we're kind of pressing toward the mean a little bit when it comes to injuries because we're out.
I mean,
what I'm hoping
bad luck? Is it bad luck or is it conditioning or is it? What do you think it is?
Honestly,
bad luck mostly.
Yeah, I mean it's a soft tissue injury. I mean they're high performance athletes, put a lot of stress on their bodies, and with Witherspoon, it's a hamstring. And unfortunately, for a player of his position, you have to accelerate.
Yeah, you do.
So you need him to be right. So I'm hoping, in the best case scenario for me, anyways, and what I was hoping is that they held him out and gave it time to heal. Because if you don't, and he feels right, and he goes out there and plays and pulls it again, it puts him back that much farther. Yeah. So what I'm hoping is they were overcautious with him, and he will be able to play.
Carroll's already said he's probably out for week 1.
Yeah.
So
I know he said that, but I was wondering if that might have been because of the position that they expect him to play and have him going against Cooper Kupp. Now Cooper Kupp
might not play.
He's not going to play. It sounds like. So makes me wonder if maybe Witherspoon might end up playing that game anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because he had no experience in the NFL in the preseason, and you don't want to throw him out there against Cooper. That's not the guy.
Go the NFL, kid.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp is hurt. Oh no. Anyway.
I will say I'm really curious to see who the second outside corner is going to be.
Yeah.
Between Trey Brown and Michael Jackson.
My money's on Trey Brown, and it's not because Jackson had iffy preseason.
Brown had a better preseason.
You look at how Brown played his rookie year before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That guy just stepped in and looked like he belonged.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping
that
that's
got
who it
picked
is.
on a little bit.
Yeah,
He did. I'm hoping it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's gonna be Brown. I mean, the downside to that would be that we're not gonna get as many fun references when Jackson makes a play.
I
Yeah.
hope it's Brown as well for other reasons because I've kind of adopted him as my old Seahawks to look at going
Oh
forward.
yeah, because we haven't done that with you yet. We'll do that third period when we talk about the ones we adopted. We'll start with Matt, who was not here to adopt
Ulterior
Seahawks.
motives.
Yeah. So anyway, well, that's the kind of wrap up of the preseason. Preseason doesn't tell me much other than my third stringers are better than your third stringers. But we like to look at matchups. We like to see how players play in a real game situation, for lack of a better word, even though they shouldn't keep score. And to me, preseason is all about just individual play. And we saw some good ones and we saw some not so good ones. So we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And with that, we will get ready for halftime.
Holy shit, it's halftime!
All right, preseason is over. From here on, it's for realsies. But before we get there, we got to finish this show, and it's halftime, which means it's time for the best Seahawks-themed trivia game on the internet. 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
Of the world.
And that is coming up right after this.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
If there's a better use for the internet, I haven't found it.
Yes, welcome to America's favorite Seahawks-themed trivia game on the internet. 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
Of the world!
The game trivia that challenges the Seahawk fans watching the show as well as the posse. We'll see what they know about Seahawk trivia coming up. We have 2 rounds of questions. Each question is worth a point. And at the end, we have a final question worth 2 points. And after that, if there's a tie, there'll be a double secret overtime question where the champion will be crowned of the that's the episode 1104 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia champion of this show and of the world. And I will learn to speak later. But
he's getting that age.
The topic is the preseason, gentlemen. Matt, round 1, question 1, 2, 3, or 4.
3, please.
Little Mo, 1, 2, 4.
2. Please.
Will, 1, 4.
1, please.
And that means that 4 goes to Dustin. Remember, one question will not necessarily be about the Seahawks. It's about the preseason, though. Here we go. Preseason. Here we go. Question 1 goes to Will, and here it is, Will. Hey, Will. How many interceptions did the Seahawks have this preseason? Was it 1, 2, or 3? Remember, you can remove one of the numbers, one of the options once for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a disadvantage because I missed most of the second game. I'm going to say 2.
He's going to say 2.
He was going to say 2.
It was 1.
Yeah, I only remember
Trey
the
Browns. Yeah,
I didn't even 1, but I figured we had another one, so I would have guessed 2.
Yeah,
Also.
I only remembered the 1, but it's like if I say 1, that means
we
got another one.
I would have guessed 2, but I knew the answer was 1 because I looked it up. So,
well, you said
that's just show prep, sir.
Yeah, it's show prep.
I hope you know yet.
It's show prep, sir. Little Mo, how many sacks did the Seahawks have this preseason? Did they have 3, 4, or 5?
Look at all those sacks.
Lots of sacks.
Better to have bad sacks than no sacks at all.
Sacks is still sacks, even when it's bad, it's still sacks.
Answer's 4.
The answer's 4. Oh, the answer's 4, not I think 4. The answer's 4.
I have no
Oh,
clue.
lottie freaky da. You're right.
Say confidently, guys. Come on.
Gee, I wonder how he knew that.
So weird.
He's sitting right there. No, I'm kidding.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's funny because he said he lost right before he saw the show. He said I couldn't find the.
I said I can't find the trivia. He said I got it. I said yeah.
I
sure
got
you
it.
Smart ass.
Here's my printouts.
Hey Matt.
Yes. Mine's not.
How many preseason games did the NFL play in 1976?
I ain't got a clue.
2, 4, or 6?
2 years before I was born. So it was probably something like 14 or something ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
14's not an answer.
Dad was still old at that time.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like they've been getting like more preseason, and then they've sort of gone backwards a bit. So I think actually we'll start with 2.
We'll start with 2. Is that
because
you're starting with 2? Or is that your answer?
I'm starting. I'll start with 2.
Start with 2. Then I'll move to 4. Think about 6, and I'll give you an answer.
I will tell you what, I will go for 2.
I'm pretty sure
it's 2.
I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Oh, was it? Good lord.
Yeah, it's 6. It's 6 preseason games in 1976.
A lot of opportunity to get injured in 6 preseason games before you play anything.
Oh, they looked at things a lot differently back then. Yeah.
Yeah. They had to get in shape back then. They had other jobs during the off season.
Yeah.
And then you go to training camp and they wouldn't let you
straight off
water
the farm
practice.
Right. Exactly.
Shotguns in hand.
Dustin, this is a question I wish that little Mo had gotten, but you got it. And it is, how many field goals did Jason Myers make this preseason?
I know he missed one. I can tell
1,
you
2,
that.
or 3. How many did he make?
I can tell you he missed one.
Hello, Jason.
I'm going to say 3.
3.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Out of 4. 3 out of 4, and Lil Mo could tell you about the one he missed.
It was like a really short field goal, wasn't it?
It was. He just made a 58-yarder. And I got in Lil Mo's face. I'm like, 58-yarder, yeah. And then he missed like a 27-yarder. And Lil Mo's like, 27-yarder, yeah.
I said, that's Jason Myers I'm used to.
You jinxed it.
I know, right?
He didn't miss a PAT, though. That's typically what he does.
Little Mo and Dustin have a point. Matt and Will, you have no point.
I have no
Little Mo.
Losers.
I ain't got shit.
Little Mo, 5, 6, 7, 8. What you got?
5.
Dustin, 6, 7, 8.
I don't care. I'm making a drink.
That's what we're used to.
Yeah, give him 8.
7, 8, 9.
Since he moved, he's just become a whole new man.
Matt, 6, 7, or 8.
How he lives in that funny place begin with W. What are the numbers? What were the numbers again?
6, 7, or 8.
10, 11, 12.
I bet have a 7. Sit down.
Dustin has left the building.
I'm here. Cheers.
Just wandering in the background.
You don't worry about that, Matt. You pick a number.
I've done my number. It's up to you now, buddy.
Oh, I'll take
What
whatever.
number? Matt, do you have a number?
I said 7.
Oh. Will?
Oh yeah, we're in mid-season form.
We are 6, 6, or 8.
6.
All right, Dustin, you got 8, you bastard.
Good lord.
All right, Little Mo, question 5.
Dude, I'm making a drink.
Yeah.
Oh God, I feel like we're on one of those cams where you watch wild animals just wander around.
Yeah, right. Sounds like Big Brother. It's like Big
Yeah,
Brother.
right. Little brother.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Little Mo. How many penalties did the Seahawks have in the preseason?
A lot.
20.
Too many.
Right. 22, 23, or 24.
Yeah, it was in the 20s.
You take one away.
Yeah, I'll take away 23. It's either 22 or 24.
Ooh.
Well, I never liked anybody with number 22, so I'm gonna go 24.
That sucks.
I always like 22. You don't like 22?
Robert Turbin sucks.
Oh, I see. So you went 24?
Yes, sir.
So stay with Turbin.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't put that curse on Griffey's number.
To quote 24-star Jack Bauer, damn it!
Or ways on The Simpsons. What's that game they play? Not War Ball, but what do they call it? I don't remember. And never mind. That memory is gone. Will.
Clearly.
All right.
In 1998, Will, in 1998, the Seahawks played somebody in the preseason twice. Who was it? Was it the Falcons, the Saints, or the 49ers? Who the Seahawks played twice in the preseason in 1998?
Kind of weird.
What was the reason?
What was the reason?
Yeah.
Why would they play him twice?
Because they wanted to have this question for me.
I feel like that's a legitimate question, to be honest. There has to be a story behind that.
Moses, take one away, please.
I'm going to take away the Saints. It's either the Falcons or the 49ers.
I gotta believe if we're playing a team twice, we're not making them fly across the country to do it. I'm going to do the 49ers.
He's going to do the 49ers.
I was totally going New Orleans because they're both NFC South.
Yes.
Yeah, it was indeed the 49ers.
Ooh, good call, Will. Good call.
So Will's got a point. Matt.
You don't know the reason?
Absolutely no point here.
I don't know, nor do I care.
Okay.
Matt, how many
You better have
punts?
some backstory to these questions. We're not playing anymore.
I just felt
You don't pay
They
us
did
enough.
it because the Seahawks owner and the 49er owner were lovers. Okay, does that make you happy?
Ooh. That's why
God.
Barry wanted to move down to Los Angeles.
There it is.
That's
That's
why
why
they
Barry
wanted
wanted to move. Oh my God. Matt,
Okay.
how many punts did Michael Dixon punt in the preseason? 15, 16, or 17?
Take one away, please.
I'll take away 17. It's either 15 or 16.
I don't know why he has
15.
any.
You want
I'm being
15?
Optimistic 15.
Optimistic 15. Matt's on the board. Woo!
Oh, good shit.
Now, Dustin,
Yeah.
if you could stay around long enough, how many passes did
We'll
Drew
see.
Lock complete in the preseason? 36, 38, or 40?
Jesus.
No, he said Lock, not Jesus.
Can you go make a drink for this one?
I'm just gonna go middle of the road and say 38. I actually
middle of the
have
road.
no clue whatsoever.
Middle of the Road. I love that song by the Pretenders. Middle of the Road. Great song. And it's right.
Sweet. I mean, I knew that.
Calm
Obviously,
down.
I
Calm
knew
down.
that.
Calm down.
Yeah.
So here's where we stand. Will's with one, Matt with one, Lumo with one, Dustin with two, and it's time for the
Yeah.
final question. Time for the final question. Yeah.
I'm gonna vote we don't do that anymore.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah,
anymore.
I
quit. I don't.
that needs to come up in one of the management meetings.
Dustin, I need a drink now.
Yeah.
All right. Final
Go get you some
question
Kool-Aid.
is worth 2 points. And the closest one without going over will get awarded 2 points. If everybody's ever whoever's closest gets it. It is a time period, and we are going with Dustin.
Time period?
No. Sorry. Let me correct that.
So you gotta guess like it was the 20s or 30s or
We're going Will, Matt, Little Mo, and Dustin. Here we go.
That's what I thought.
That's
yeah.
Here's the question. Total amount of time of possession for the Seahawks in this preseason.
Oh God.
Total amount
geez.
in minutes and seconds of the time of possession for the Seahawks this preseason.
That's
and we
math.
start with Will. Will.
There's math in that one, Dustin.
Not
This is
92
bullshit.
minutes, 37 seconds.
Did you say 92-37?
Yes.
92-37.
I don't even know a good
Matt.
guess.
What's 28 times 3? 8, 16, 24, 24, 84 minutes.
84 even.
What?
Wow. That's
Little Mo.
Can you repeat the answers, please?
92-37 and 84 flat.
100 minutes and 63 seconds.
Well,
63
that's-
seconds, really.
That'd be 101
30
minutes.
36 seconds.
Funny
Did
thing
we
is,
mention
right,
he's
right?
about to graduate? We
Yeah,
mentioned that, right? Okay.
Yeah, funny thing, Matt, you missed.
Senior
So we're
year.
talking about how he's about done.
How he's
High
just
school.
been crushing it this year, his senior year. Apparently, math's not involved.
I'm not surprised because
It's
he's
not.
been working. He's been working at least 29 hours a day on it. So
Well,
100 minutes and 63 seconds. Is that your
We
final
don't,
answer?
We don't do the metric system over
33
here, Matt.
seconds. Fuck it.
Okay, 100 minutes, 33 seconds.
don't do counting over there.
Dustin, here's what we have. Matt said 84. Will said 92-37. Little Mo said 133 seconds. What do you got?
8401.
8401. All right. The total number of possession for the Seahawks this preseason, when I added it up and did maths,
You maths.
83-33. Oh, great guesses, but Matt, you are the closest because everyone was over. And Matt was only 27 seconds off. Well done, Matt.
28 minutes for 3 games. That's it.
And he did math to figure it out in his head.
He mathed.
He did math. I heard it.
He mathed.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Congratulations, Matt. You woke up just in time to be our 12-man fan jam show trivia champ for this episode.
Right, and I'm done. Good night, everybody.
Now he's going to wander. Everybody's going to wander.
Dustin, if Matt had slept in, you would have won.
I know. This is bullshit.
I'm going to have to do math now.
Oh.
Congratulations, Matt, on another
Thank you.
heart-filled, heart-pounding, head-throbbing,
63
leg-twitching, heart-stopping, stomach-churning edition of your 12-man fan jam show halftime trivia
Of the world.
Of the world.
of the world.
Or something.
We might be back for the second half. I don't know. It's who, it's
a lot going on.
I don't know. But if we come back, we will talk about our adopted Seahawks, and we'll do that right after this. Maybe. I don't know.
No problem.
63 seconds.
Math is hard.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production. Holy shit, it's the third quarter!
Yes, welcome to the third quarter of your 12-man fan jam show.
What the hell are you wearing?
I am wearing a chef's hat.
Okay.
And I'm wearing an apron. And I'm doing this because what I'm going to do this year, we have Matt with his weather, and have Matt with his fashion. We have Will who does the news. We have Dustin who does the weather report, and I do my service.
That's not true.
Lil Mo's coming up fourth quarter. We have a surprise for you from Lil Mo fourth quarter. But the third quarter of every game, I'm not going to wear this. But the third
day I do injuries, not weather.
Oh, did I say you did weather? You did injuries. I don't know.
People who are under the weather.
I'm going to eat something that is relevant to the city that we're playing. So I'm going to cook it, and I'm going to make a video and put it on 12-Man Fan Jam Show Facebook page. You want to see how I made it. So, for example, week 1, we're playing the Rams. So I will be cooking for the first time ever and eating. I'm trying to eat stuff I've never had. Some of it I have.
A lamb burger is really good.
I'm making lamb, and I'm going to.
Lamb burger is tasty.
So I'm going to eat lamb during the third quarter.
Okay.
So for the week 1, so it's something to look forward to.
Nice.
So that's just a little preview. I won't be wearing this on the show, but I thought.
I think you
Why
should.
not? Yeah, that should be part of it. When you eat it.
Let's don't and say I did. All right.
And then we can yell at you like we're Gordon Ramsay.
This is terrible.
Can't wait until we play the Panthers and you have to get some really expensive meat in from the bush.
You have to get some illegal shit.
Well, I'm not going to eat necessarily what the team is. Like Cardinals, I'm not going to have. I'm going to try to eat food that is relevant to their city.
This Cardinals with the smallest roast bird on a platter you've ever seen.
Yeah. You're gonna eat some Sex Panther.
Oh God, help us!
This was your idea. You wanted the raw reaction.
I did. I got it.
Why it raw? Oh no.
Well, let's put this madness behind us.
You wanted to raw dog the whole thing, so
and talk about our adopted Seahawks.
This is going remarkably well.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely.
Oh dear.
It's yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That went exactly the way I thought it would.
Here we go.
So our adopted Seahawks. It's time to brag about our adopted Seahawks. But before we do that, realize Matt was not here to adopt Seahawks. No. So Matt has to adopt a new Seahawk, a Seahawk who was not a Seahawk last year, and a Seahawk who was a Seahawk last year. So Matt, who would you like to adopt for this year?
Dennis's mom.
She needs it. She's only 87. I don't know.
I'm gonna take Bobo because no one took Bobo, so I can take Bobo.
You can take Bobo. You want Bobo?
You don't say it like that.
Wasn't that a movie? Wasn't that like a?
Matt, do you want Bobo? You want to see Bobo? We got you, Bobo.
That was a TV studio, right? Fetch, Bobo, fetch. Good dog.
Fetch, Bobo,
that?
Ubu. That was Ubu.
Ubu.
Okay.
You know why no one took Bobo? Because no one knew who he was.
Right, basically.
Just to be
we
clear.
did for preseason. We did not
know
know the Bobo, but now we know the Bobo.
The benefit of sleeping in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get the Bobo. And now for a Seahawk that's been on team before.
Yeah.
As I said, actually, another reason for Bobo, because I meant to say this as well. Another reason for Bobo is he went to Duke University or Duke College or Duke somewhere in North Carolina, private university. I've done me show prep.
That's show prep, sir.
I've had a look at all of this because I needed to thought, but I better make sure.
You went to the college named after the football they used.
I needed to understand all the different college names of all the different rookies because you know damn well there's going to be a question on some damn bloody show at some point in the future.
And you're going to get it.
It's going to be which college did Bobo go to?
You're going to get it too, buddy.
He went to Duke.
Yep.
And I'd be right.
Well, also, now that one's going to go to Justin.
One of the few colleges I can actually name and spell. That was also a good thing. As I said earlier, Trey Brown, I think is going to be I think he had just a really, really good preseason. I was excited to see him, and as Jacob alluded to, there is opportunity for that second corner position out there with obviously Jackson in the mix as well.
And he had every interception we had in the preseason.
He had every one.
I would say
both of them.
I would say if we had an opportunity to pick after these preseasons, those are pretty two damn good picks.
There we go. So
but we didn't.
For once, I've got pretty damn good picks.
Right. But we didn't. So our adopted Seahawks
first
overall
time it's happened in 12 years. So
yeah, overall our preseason, our guys are not doing well. Little Mo, you have JSN and Nick Valor.
Yeah, let me tell you about Nick Valor. You know what he did this preseason?
What did he do?
Not a damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what JSN did? He looked well when he played, but then you know what else he did?
What?
Invoke his hand.
Yeah.
Or bone.
His wrist. It was his wrist.
Excuse me.
And I imagine he had a screw put in there too. I guess that's what the surgery was. And that's
you think
why
he had a screw
put in?
I think he got screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So it went well.
So it went well.
Clear.
Yeah, good for
Dustin.
him. Yeah.
You had Derek Hall and Michael Dixon.
Yeah.
That's not bad. They both look pretty good, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, uniforms fit him well.
He punt ball go forward, hit ball.
Yeah. I mean, he's a punter, man. Like you said, I picked Dixon because I just think he'd be cool to hang out with. I want to have a beer with
right.
As far as
we gotta work on that.
He's Australian, right?
Yeah.
As far
that's
as Hall
not
goes,
a punt. This is a punt.
He I don't know, man. I you were talking about him earlier and talking about how you're impressed with him. I was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of lackluster for me in the preseason for him. He had, I think, one tackle, and then
I just thought he looked good. I thought he looked, I don't know.
Like I said, the uniform looked great on him. I mean, he wears it well. I'm hoping we get more production from him when he's actually in there and playing in the regular season.
Well, we'll see.
I'm glad he made the team. I'm glad he made the team.
Me too.
Second round pick.
I had Kenny McIntosh and Geno Smith. Neither one played much in the preseason. Geno is Geno. He's fine. Kenny was looking great. We're talking about like him being like the surprise of the entire draft class, and then boom, the game the scrimmage game he got hurt, and God knows when he's going to come back. But
well, he still, I mean, honestly, he still is a surprise of the draft class because that dude was the 7th round pick. Didn't play in a single preseason game and is on the active roster.
And he was killing it in practice. Yeah,
obviously he was doing something right.
It's his injury.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
I haven't heard.
I thought it was his leg, but I'm not sure.
That's important for running back.
Yeah, if you're a running back, you want legs, I would think.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to hop around.
You're the kind of medical professional we need on the sideline of every football game. What is it? I think it's his leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
see, one of Jacob and one of our favorite moments in broadcasting is a basketball game where they ask the guy if so-and-so is going to play tonight, and he turns around, he says, right behind me, let me ask. Hey, Joe. And the player turns to him, he goes, are you in tonight? And he goes, He turns around and goes, he's not playing tonight. This is beautiful. That was just beautiful.
Awesome.
He said, I don't know. He's going to be asking, hey, Joe, you in tonight? He's not playing tonight.
He said, you have to wait for all the announcements and papers. He said, just go ask the damn guy.
Yeah, he's like right there.
Where you do modern journalism. I love it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I like that.
Will had Draymond Jones and Colby Parkinson.
Parkinson caught ball.
Yeah.
Dre Jones did the one thing you want a high-profile free agent signing to do in the preseason. Not hurt.
Play. Yeah, and not play much.
Yeah. He did interviews with KJ Wright, probably.
I still think we're going to see him make some big plays this year.
I do too. And I think Colby Parkinson is as well. So that went well.
Yeah.
So that is our adopted Seahawks and how they did, but we'll end it. Oh, do? Matt. Yes. Oh, Matt. Right. Just Bobo and Dre Brown. You want to
Yeah. But I just want to say to the audience listening at home, do listen back to when Dennis asks Dustin about his players and tell me in the comments, did he say Derek Carr or Derek Hall? Oh, I think he said Derek Carr.
Did I say
that would have been a hell of an adoption. That would have been a hell of an adoption.
You make the call.
You make the call. What did Dennis say?
If I said Derek Carr, if I said Derek Carr, I don't give a toot.
I'll tell you what, who the real MVP of the preseason was Michael Bennett. I don't know if you guys.
Amen.
We got some of those. Yeah.
Him and Mike Robb going back and
oh my god, that was so much fun. Yeah, that was pretty much a lot of fun there.
We got that for the first 2 games. It was really cool to listen to.
That was awesome.
Loved it.
Good stuff. All right, well, it's time to really face forward now and make our mind-blowing predictions for next season. We'll do that as we end the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter, bitches!
All right.
So we'll do that in the fourth quarter. We're
going to do it in the fourth quarter, the upcoming fourth quarter. We just ended the third quarter, and coming up in the fourth quarter, Dustin, don't get excited. It's our mind-blowing
I raised 2023 prediction. So it doesn't matter.
Well, good.
Not by much.
Don't wander off, Dustin, because we're going to do the mind-blowing predictions, and that's coming up right after this. And don't you wander off either, because this is when the fun really happens. Mind-blowing predictions right after this.
It's just on the wrong channel, the wrong site.
Oh my goodness!
Don't you wander off, because that's when the fun really happens. Best words on the honeymoon ever.
I can't wander off when I can't wander off without you guys.
Save me.
She's gagged.
Remember I tried to do that?
Oh my god!
I tried to do that one time on Motherland. Apparently, I tried to pull me in a car.
Yeah, you did.
Will's showing our show going right down. I don't know if we'll have a fourth quarter, to be honest, but
don't you wander off now?
Jesus. I'm leaving now.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production. It's the fourth quarter, bitches.
Welcome back to the fourth and final quarter of episode 1104 of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show. We are about to end this show and get ready for week 1. Week 4 is when we make our predictions, prognostications, and game balls during the season. We have a challenge we'll talk about next show. But also on the start of this show, I will be imbibing a drink from the special city that we're playing. So most of these drinks I have never drank before. I am not a big drinker, so this should get kind of interesting.
Are they going to be in jelly form?
No, they will be in. I will have. I have a shot glass for shots, but I also have this cup.
That's not shot glass.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This is the cup for the bigger drinks. This is an Indiana shot glass right here, baby. That's an Indiana shot glass. That's about 2 solo cups right there. All right.
I tell you what, I'll do that with you.
All right.
Believe it or not. I know it's shocking.
Yeah.
But Dustin is a good drinker.
Yeah, he is. And I'm not, so it should be entertaining because I'm not a big drinker. Also, fourth quarter, before we make our predictions, prognostications, and game balls, Little Mo, every week before the game, is going to simulate each game on Madden, and he's going to tell us what happened in that game to kind of set us up for the real game. So,
Nice.
yeah,
All right.
so he's got a little special going on too.
As
and
you
Will
guys
has
know,
the news.
Madden is super realistic, and it's definitely going to be all true.
Yeah.
You got to make sure it's on all pro.
Put it on rookie mode.
Just to be just
84 to 83.
Just right frame of mind. The Falcons win the Super Bowl every year in the first season, so that's
there you go.
the game that you're kind of going
That's
with.
telling
There
you
you
right there. Yeah. So that's coming up next show. We're a lot more added on. We'll have our Aussie prediction challenge. We'll talk about that next show. But we want to finish this one. We're going to talk about mind-blowing Seattle Seahawks season predictions for 2023.
Say what?
All right. In order to do this, we like to look back in the season before and see how we did. And even though Little Mo wasn't on the show, he did make one. And I said, hey, my son Little Mo made a prediction.
His nobody cared.
No.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But his mind-blowing prediction from last year was that he said, mark my words, Rashad Penny will not miss a game all season. And he played in 5. So we were off just a little.
He watched them all, though.
He's there in spirit.
Statsman Mark, who's not with us tonight, but he's still around. Statsman Mark said we'll have more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns. We had 12 rushing touchdowns and 30 passing touchdowns. It's just a little off. Matt, 69 penalties for 658 yards. We had 106 penalties for 854 yards.
It's true, we did.
But less than 200 off in the yardage. That's not bad. 196 to be exact.
196.
But Dustin, Will said defensive rookie of the year, Kobe Bryant. Didn't quite happen. I said that Lockett will catch more passes in the season than any other Seahawk ever, which would be 101. He needed 101. He got 84. But remember, he missed a couple games.
Yeah.
So that was kind of getting there. But the winner for this is Dustin. Because Dustin's prediction last year is he said Seahawks quarterbacks will have more passing yards than Russell Wilson, which at the time, people were like, what? Absolutely. The Seahawks, in fact, it was Geno against Wilson. Geno 42-82, Wilson 35-24. So 7,060 yards. Yeah. 760 yards. 760 yards. I'm the math major now. 760 yards more than Russell. So that one worked.
Thank you.
Can I just have that number again? So it was 106 penalties for how many yards?
For 854.
854. Lovely, thank you.
I think I know what's going on here.
Oh, yes.
Now it's time for mind-blowing predictions for this season, and we're going to start with Little Mo. Little Mo, what is your mind-blowing season prediction for the Seattle Seahawks this year?
My mind-blowing prediction is that JSN will have the most receptions on the team.
Say what?
JSN will lead the team in receptions.
He's already missing
Mind-blowing.
one game.
Well,
Wow.
it's mind-blowing.
It is.
Yep.
I mean, you got
My
Lockett.
thought process, is they got to worry about DK and Lockett, deep threats.
I wasn't going to assume there was a thought process.
What thought process is in this show? Who does a thought process in this show?
All right, I'm leaving. I don't want to be here.
Now Little Mo's going to wonder. Dustin, what is your mind-blowing prediction for this season?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear.
Okay.
Well, I'm the only one that was correct last year, so obviously I'll be correct this year.
Can't wait to hear this.
I'm going to say this year, the offense is going to be rolling. And a lot of that's going to be from the running game. It's going to allow Geno to play well. So I think that Sean Alexander's single season rushing record from 2005 is going to get beat.
Say what?
By
Tine beats Alexander's rushing record.
That's like
1880.
1880.
Wow.
So he's going to have 1881 or more.
His legs will fall off by then.
Woo.
Wheeled on.
Wow.
Have groin issues again.
That is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
That's a big one.
It is.
It's big if it happens.
Yep, that's what she said. Will.
Not to me though.
Nobody's ever going to say that to you.
Please stop talking about my son that way.
Wow.
Moving on.
All right.
Yeah.
It's time we show some love to the special teams. I'm going to say Jason Myers and Michael Dixon both make the Pro Bowl this year.
Whoa, Myers and Dixon in the Pro Bowl.
He lost.
I like it.
Oh, I hope they both
And he
get
goes
all pro.
15 for 30 on field goals.
I was hoping he was going to say that freaking Myers breaks the all-time record for longest field goal.
That would have been funny. Accuracy. Matt, are you ready? You've been crunching numbers.
I've been doing all the number crunching. But
Okay.
ready.
All right. We're ready.
So 2019 was 109. 2020 was 84. Do you remember the heady days of 84 penalties in a year?
Oh, man.
Oof,
Those were the
good
days.
Lord. 2021 was 97, and as we just heard, 2022 was 106 for 854 yards. So I think it's going to be this year 96 penalties, so one under the 2021, but not quite as good as 2020. So 96 penalties for 772 yards.
Okay. Wow.
You guys wanted to talk about my thought process. You saw what he put into his.
Man, that is show prep, sir.
And I'm doing that math at 3:32 in the morning.
That's very specific.
Very specific.
That's why it's mind blowing.
Become
So I
the
worked
yes,
out-
mind blowing.
I worked it out that it was 8.05 yards per penalty in 2022, so I simply multiplied that by the 96.
Wow.
Man,
You
if
got
he,
that,
if, he,
Dustin?
if he gets that
that-
right, like on the button, I'll send him $100.
Yeah.
I will
It's
go
recorded,
nude
folks.
down the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'll ship nude down the
Unfortunately,
neighborhood.
though, that
If
means I
he
would.
gets that right on the button, that means the NFL's rigged and Matt's in on it.
Yeah. Little Mo.
Right?
Little Mo, just pay him cash, please.
Do you know
Don't-
what the sad thing is? is that-
I'll go nude down the neighborhood.
just
Make it
pay him
sound right.
cash, please. We don't need that.
Jacob's gonna give him $100 in like freaking for his OnlyFans account. He's just gonna give him like a subscription for his OnlyFans.
Can I just say,
Bitcoin.
$100 is going to get me like 30 quid. So it's
I don't know what that
Matt?
has to do with octopus.
Not
You
sure.
can get it.
not great. But no, I'll take the $100. I'll take the $100 if it happens. So 96 penalties for 772
All right.
yards.
We'll see.
So break
It's
that in one game.
so funny if it was like 773. That would be awesome.
771, so he's one over and blows it at trivia.
Yeah, no shit.
To 2 decimal places.
Okay, so it's my turn.
And good
I'm
night,
also
everybody.
going with the offense, and I'm going to go with a really bold statement. I think the offense is going to click this year. I think we've got a good amount of really good running backs. I think our receivers are really good. I think my son's eyes are bugging out of his head right now. But other than that, my bold, mind-blowing prediction is that the Seahawks at the end of the year, the end of the regular season, will place in the top 10 in passing and rushing.
Say what?
Wow. I hope so.
Top 10 rushing, top 10 passing.
That's mind blowing.
Mind-blowing!
I hope you're
Are
right.
your minds blown?
Yes.
My mind's blown. If you want to make a mind-blowing prediction, join us on the
Blowing.
12-Man Fan Jam Show Facebook page, and we'll put these up, and we'll see if you have some mind-blowing predictions as well. Yes, Matt.
If you do join the Facebook page, please don't open up crap events and pretend to try and steal people's money and all that sort of nonsense.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want that.
We don't want them sort of people, so you can piss off. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we're
if you're
not,
Seahawk
selling, we're
fan-
not selling things on the page either, so don't.
No, we're not.
Don't click on no links. Click on no links, folks, if you see that.
No, we're not associated with that. Will has left the building.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh,
There he is.
Hey.
There it is. He was just giving us like a visual from his point of view.
well, I hope our mind-blowing predictions work, and if they don't,
Yeah, it's Will Cam for tonight.
Yeah.
and with that note, I think it's time to finally bring this episode to a close of some kind. I don't know if it's sad, but wow. Okay, so on behalf of Matt from Merry Old England, Dustin, Will, and Little Mo, this is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of St. Paul Island Church saying until next time, when it's for realsies, people. As always, go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
See you guys next time.
I'm going to wander now. Wonder why we did this show.
Jacob looks like an old dude trying to figure out how to use a webcam.
Yeah. Is it on, Mavis?
It's
Mavis?
blinking.
Careful, get my gun.
Jesus.
Interesting.
All right, guys.